And they live happily ever after. What a happy ending. Hey y'all, this is the encouraging word for today and reference Ephesians 4:31 through 32, talking about letting go of bitterness and wrath and anger and malice and just being tenderhearted to one another and forgiving one another just as God in Christ forgave me, us, you. And so what the author talked about today was they had not heard from a family member in years because when they moved away, there was some rift with the family member and they never resolved their differences, although she felt like they had forgiven the family members, but they had never resolved their differences. And now on social media, she was scrolling through her page and here comes a private message and a friend request from the name of one of these family members that was very familiar to her. She's like, oh my gosh, her heart beating fast. Well, she opened the message and the person had nothing but love for her. And the person that reached out to her wasn't even that same family member. It was a child of that family member, not knowing what happened. Why did they stop having contact with each other even after they moved away? And ended up saying, okay, thank you, I love you, let's get together. So now her and her husband are planning to go visit with this family member. She's looking forward to it. And she's talking about, like, this is going to have a happy ending after all because the person reached out with love and tenderness, and they received it with love and tenderness, and the other person forgave them for not even like staying in contact with them, all because of maybe what a parent did or said. But what is the moral of this story? There can be a happy ending. You know, God is all about reconciliation, restoration, and sometimes when things happen, we have to walk through the healing process. And I get that. We have to resolve our differences. But most of all, God says, forgive. Eventually forgive and let it go and move on. But I'm not discounting, we all have feelings and we have to deal with our feelings. Our feelings are real. They're very valid to us. So, yeah, it's letting go, not holding on to the anger and the bitterness, or the wrath and malice and all that stuff, but moving past that to the point where there's forgiveness, there's reconciliation, there is what we might say a happy ending. That is the encouraging word for today. Until next time, live well, take care of yourself, and God bless.